Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Always excited to see what we're exploring today.
Well, last time, remember how we were talking about left brain artists?
Yeah, those folks who blend creativity and logic.
Right. And you were super curious about their potential, especially in developing regions?
Definitely. Seems
This,
like an area ripe for innovation.
well, get this. Today, we're going to meet someone who's actually making it happen.
Oh, cool. I'm all ears.
We're diving into the work of Pranaay, a true innovator from United Kalakar India.
United Kalakar India. Interesting. So what's Pranaay's story?
Okay, so picture this Pranaay as self-taught. And get this, he's got 30 years of experience.
Wow, 30 years. That's a wealth of knowledge.
Exactly. Since 2009, he's been building this unique ecosystem.
An ecosystem? What do you mean by that?
He's using everything you can think of art storytelling, even white papers.
White papers. That's not something you usually associate with an artist.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's what makes him a left-brain artist, blending those two worlds.
I see the connection now. So what's he doing with this ecosystem?
He's creating solutions across industries.
Okay, that makes sense. But what kind of solutions are we talking about?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting. He's got this big vision.
Oh, I love a good vision. Lay it on me.
He wants to build an entire township.
A township. That's ambitious.
It's not just any township. It's going to be a central hub for micro-hubs.
So a central point of connection.
Exactly. And these micro-hubs will be all across developing regions.
Ah, so spreading the impact far and wide.
And get this, he calls it a new utopia.
A new utopia. That's intriguing. What does he mean by that?
Well, that's what we're going to unpack today.
I can't wait to hear more.
So let's start with the key features of this ecosystem.
Okay, lead the way.
At its heart, there's a research and development center.
R&D. Makes sense for innovation.
But this isn't your typical R&D. It's focused on developing algorithms.
Algorithms, huh? That definitely leans into the left brain thinking.
Right. And it ties into another key element, an information highway.
An information highway.
Yeah.
I'm picturing data flowing like traffic.
You got it. He wants to connect historical ideas to fuel new breakthroughs.
Connect historical ideas.
Yeah.
I like that. Why is that so important to him?
He believes understanding past aha moments can guide us towards the future.
Interesting. So it's not just about creating something new, it's about learning from the past.
Right. He wants to make that historical knowledge accessible and applicable to today's challenges.
That's smart. You don't want to reinvent the wheel every time.
Exactly. But hold on, there's more. This hub isn't just about research.
Oh, there's more. Okay, keep going.
He's also focused on health and well-being.
Makes sense. You can't innovate if you're burned out.
He wants this township to be a model for a sustainable lifestyle.
So it's not just about work. It's about living well, too.
Absolutely. And of course, a big part of that is economic opportunity.
Right. Got to make a living.
The ecosystem is designed to create jobs and new business models.
Driven by the ideas of these left-brain artists, I presume.
You know it. And this brings us to Pranaay's aha moment.
Aha moment. I love those. What was his epiphany?
He realized that individual approaches to problem solving were actually holding back progress.
I've seen that happen. People working in silos not sharing their ideas.
Exactly. He calls them invisible minds, with brilliant ideas that never see the light of day.
So how does his ecosystem address this?
It's designed to dismantle those silos and foster collaboration.
Turn those invisible minds into a collective force. I like it. It makes a lot of sense.
But to fully understand his vision, we need to dive into his personal story.
All right, let's hear it. What makes Pranaay tick?
Well, for starters, he's a dropout.
A dropout? Really? Didn't see that coming.
But here's the twist. He dropped out and went on to gain 30 years of ground-level experience.
Ah, so he's got the street smarts to back up his big ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah?
And get this, before holograms and AI were even a thing, he designed a futuristic art gallery using those technologies.
Wow. That's thinking way ahead of the curve.
He's a true visionary. And during COVID, he invented a psychometric word game.
A psychometric word game. What's that?
It's a game designed to help people understand their personality and how they interact with the world.
So like a personality test, but in a game format.
You got it. And he created 7 different versions, including one in Braille.
That's impressive. Especially during a time when many were struggling.
And here's a kicker. He did all of this without using any AI.
Wow. Just pure human brain power.
He believes this game can be adapted to every language in the world.
Yeah, that's a powerful vision. Breaking down barriers and connecting people through a game.
It really shows you the potential of a left-brain artist.
Definitely. So how does all of this lead to this new utopia he's building?
Well, his personal journey is like a proof of concept. His story shows that this isn't just theory,
He's living it. I can see that.
and his ecosystem is specifically designed to empower those who often lack support.
Like in those developing regions we talked about earlier.
Exactly. He wants to uplift communities in India, Africa, and beyond.
It's about leveling the playing field, giving everyone a chance to shine.
And his goal is to shave off a century of innovation time
A century. Wow. How does he plan to do that?
by fostering collaboration, removing barriers, and empowering those invisible minds.
It's audacious, but I'm starting to believe it might actually be possible.
That's the power of Pranaay's vision. He's not just dreaming, he's building a tangible pathway to a better future.
I am definitely hooked. Let's dive deeper into how he plans to make this happen. It's amazing how his personal story ties into everything.
Right. It's like his whole life has led up to this.
It's not just individual brilliance, though.
You're right. It's about using his experience to lift others up.
That's where the real impact is.
Exactly. His ecosystem is designed to empower those who need it most.
Especially in regions like India and Africa.
He knows firsthand the challenges they face.
And he's creating a way for them to thrive.
Okay, so remember those modules we talked about?
Yeah, the building blocks of his new utopia.
Well, each module is designed to address a specific need.
Like pieces of a puzzle.
Exactly. For example, one module focuses on education.
Education. But not the traditional kind, I bet.
You got it. He's all about experiential learning.
Learning by doing. I like that.
He wants people to experiment, take risks, and learn from failures.
That's so important for fostering innovation.
Right. You can't be afraid to fail.
Failure is often a stepping stone to success.
He sees this hands-on approach as crucial for left-brain artists.
Giving them the space to be creative and analytical.
And to turn those ideas into reality.
So how does he encourage collaboration within the township?
Well, one way is through mentorship programs,
Connecting experienced innovators with up-and-coming talent.
creating a support network for sharing knowledge and skills.
Mentorship is so valuable, especially early on.
It's not just about technical skills either,
It's about navigating the whole process.
of bringing ideas to life.
Right? It can be a daunting journey.
He also wants to provide guidance on entrepreneurship,
And marketing intellectual property protection.
giving them the tools they need to succeed.
He's thinking holistically, I see that.
It's not just about resources, though.
What else is important?
The right culture.
Ah, yes. Culture eats strategy for breakfast.
He's very intentional about creating a culture that values creativity.
And risk-taking. And most importantly, collaboration.
He wants to create a space where people feel safe to push boundaries.
But also hold themselves accountable.
It's about finding that balance.
Between support and challenge.
And he's putting it into practice
Building a real-world model.
for how we can empower left-brain artists.
But it's not just about individual success.
Right. Remember, his goal is to accelerate innovation.
To shave off a century of innovation time.
He believes we can do that by fostering collaboration,
And removing barriers.
breaking down those silos we talked about.
Like a well-oiled machine.
Exactly. But it's not just about speed.
It's about direction, too.
You're right. It's about innovating smarter.
So where's the focus?
One key area is social impact,
Using innovation to solve real-world problems.
not just creating cool gadgets.
Addressing issues like poverty and climate change.
He believes in a ground-up approach,
Working directly with communities.
listening to their needs.
And co-creating solutions.
He's empowering communities to become innovators themselves.
That's sustainable development.
This module connects communities with left-brain artists.
Bridging the gap between need and creativity.
They work together to develop solutions.
That are both innovative and practical.
It's a win-win.
The communities benefit.
Yeah.
And the artists gain experience.
It's about creating a ripple effect.
And building long-term sustainability.
His vision extends beyond specific regions.
It's a global shift.
That's where the UN Sustainable Development Goals come in.
Ah, yes, the SDGs, a framework for global collaboration.
He sees his work as directly contributing to them.
Especially the ones about sustainable cities and innovation.
He's creating a blueprint for a decentralized creative economy
A global network for innovators to connect.
and modules to boost the socioeconomic impact of the creative sector.
Creating economic opportunities for people worldwide,
It's about fostering a global ecosystem
where anyone can contribute.
to shape a better future
Working together to unlock a new level of innovation.
that benefits everyone.
A message of hope and possibility.
It's inspiring to see someone taking action.
So what does all this mean for our listeners?
What can they take away from Pranaay's story?
Well, one key takeaway is the power of collaboration.
We can achieve more together than alone.
He's showing us that innovation is about collective wisdom.
and creativity from diverse groups of people.
Another takeaway is challenging the status quo.
Thinking big and proposing bold solutions.
That's a mindset we can all benefit from.
It's about embracing a spirit of possibility
And believing that change is possible.
and taking action to make it happen.
Pranay's story also reminds us that innovation isn't just about technology.
It's about making a positive impact on the world.
Finding solutions that benefit everyone.
As we move to the final part of our deep dive,
Let's keep these takeaways in mind.
Pranaay has shown us what's possible.
When we combine vision, action, and collaboration
Now let's explore how we can each embrace our inner left-brain artist.
to make a difference in the world.
You know, as we've been talking about Pranaay's work, I've been thinking,
What's that?
we focused on how he's empowering left-brain artists, especially in developing regions.
Right, places like India and Africa where there's so much untapped potential.
Exactly. But I wonder, could his model, his ecosystem be applied even more broadly?
You mean beyond the creative sector?
Yeah. What if this approach could work in other fields too?
That's an interesting thought. We've been talking about creativity and innovation.
Right. But those principles, collaboration, empowerment, could they be adapted?
I think they could. What fields are you thinking of?
Education for one, healthcare, government even.
Wow. Yeah. I see Pranay's emphasis on experiential learning.
Exactly. That could revolutionize how we teach.
Hands-on, project-based learning instead of just memorizing facts.
And in healthcare, think about his focus on well-being,
Yeah, a more holistic approach instead of just treating symptoms.
addressing the root causes. And in government,
His emphasis on transparency and collaboration could lead to better policies.
policies that actually serve the people
It's about bringing people together from different backgrounds.
to solve problems collectively, not working in silos.
Pranay's work could have a ripple effect across so many areas.
It's inspiring to think about the possibilities.
It's a reminder that innovation isn't limited to any one field.
It's a mindset.
A way of approaching challenges and finding creative solutions.
That's something we can all cultivate.
within ourselves and our communities.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a question.
Right. Shoot.
What kind of world could we create if we all embraced that left brain artist mindset?
That blend of creativity, logic, and a passion for making a difference.
It's a powerful thought,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe the answer lies within each of us.
So keep exploring, keep creating, keep thinking big.
The future is ours to shape. And who knows, maybe you'll be the next Pranaay inspiring the world with your own unique vision.